Did you come to help me craft? Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Today I'm going to be putting together this card. I got some inspiration from a stencil and a die set that were both hexagons, and I really like how this one came out. It uses some very masculine colors. I feel like this card would be great for somebody, some guys in your life, whether it be your husband, your son, your nephew, any of those people in your life. I think this would be a great card for them because it has those masculine colors and it seems to have kind of more of a masculine feel to it. How many times can I say masculine? Anyways, let's go ahead and check out how I put today's card together. Alright, to get started today, I'm going to be using some Strathmore Bristol paper. This paper is really great for ink blending and doing Distress Oxides on. A lot of people say that it blends like butter whenever using Distress Oxides and Distress inks, and I have to say that I would definitely agree with them on that. So today, I'm going to be using Salty Ocean, Twisted Citron, Carved Pumpkin, Wilted Violet, Peacock Feathers to create a kind of hexagonal card. So I'm going to use the Dilutions mini stencil, and this mini stencil I'm going to use the Salty Ocean, Twisted Citron, and Carved Pumpkin on, and then I'm going to use some hexagonal, is that right? Octagon? Maybe. Anyways, I need to obviously go back and learn my shapes again. Anyways, so I'm gonna use this stencil to create our background for our card, and then I'm gonna go in and using the Wilted Violet and Peacock Feathers, I'm going to cut out, die cut I should say, some of these hexagons. Because I'm pretty sure these are hexagons, right? I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I'll check it in a minute. I'll Google it. Anyways, so I'm going to use these hexagons and cut them out of these. So let's go ahead and get to ink blending, and then we'll come back once we get everything ink blended. Alright, I've gotten everything ink blended. I love this combination, the Carved Pumpkin, Twisted Citron, and Salty Ocean. This is a great combination, especially if you're looking for like masculine colors for masculine cards. I highly recommend this one. Now, remember that the Twisted Citron did get a little blend over from the Salty Ocean, so it turned a little bit deeper than normal, what you would normally see for Twisted Citron, because as you can see from the top, it's a much brighter green, but whenever you mix it with the orange and the Salty Ocean, it does darken a little bit. So my sponge daubers got a little tainted as well. It's not a huge thing. I can just use a baby wipe. It may not even show up on camera, but you can see that there's a little bit of orange on it. It's not that big of a concern to me. I don't freak out because of that. I just use a little baby wipe and it comes off just fine. Or you can just leave it be and have it do it. It's not a big deal. Alright, so now it is time to go ahead and lay out my dies for where I want to put these hexagons. And I'm just going to scatter these around. And I'm not even going to use all of these because that would end up probably being way too much for this card. But I want to get a good selection of everything, really. So I'm just going to die cut all of them and then use them however I see fit. Hey everybody, it's Ian editing this in post. That's why this voiceover part sounds a little weird. I somehow didn't capture that I was using a Kathy Zilski and Simon Says stamp die. It's the Love You die. I don't know where that footage went and I don't know exactly what happened, but anyways, now you know. Alright, you'll notice that I have actually die cut this one 3 times. I'm going to take this outside because I hate using spray adhesive indoors. So I'm going to take this outside and layer all 3 of these together, and then I'll be back. Alright, I've gotten all of my die cuts layered together. I forgot how much I hate spray adhesive because it gets everywhere. But anyways, next up I'm going to use some VersaFine on this Happy Birthday. This is the Simon Says stamp It's Your Birthday set. I got this one for free one time when I placed an order. They were doing one of their specials that if you placed an order you got a free gift with a special code. So I used that code and got this little set of Happy Birthday stamps. And what I'm going to do is ink this one up. I think this one, to be 100% honest with you, I think this one might be a little defective. I think there's a gap in one of the lines, but we're gonna try it and see what happens. Again, I don't remember if I said it or not. If I did, forgive me, but I'm using VersaFine ink to stamp this with, as I want to make sure that this image is crisp and clear. That's okay. Again, this one, I think the lines are just too thin on it, and it sometimes doesn't give as good of an impression as I would have liked. Maybe that's why they were giving it away for free, I don't know, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't give me the line impression that I'm looking for. But anyways, so that's not horrible, you can still read it, that's what I'm looking for. So we'll go ahead and cut this into a little strip and get it ready to go on the card. Okay, I think we are ready to start assembling everything together. The first thing that I'm going to do is use my little die cuts. I need to get these glued down. I'm going to use some of this art glitter glue. It is, it doesn't have any glitter in it like the name says. That was one of the most confusing parts whenever I first heard about it, was if it had glitter in it or not. I'm using the fine tip applicator to put on little drops of glue, and remember, if this glue ends up leaking out on either side, that's perfectly okay because it does dry clear, so that way it hides into the design and you don't have to worry about it too much. That's what I'm always concerned about when using adhesive, is whether or not it's going to, you know, if it squeezes out, is it going to stay hidden or will you see it? A lot of times I do use multimedia matte, and I do love it because it does dry matte, so that way if it does squeeze out you don't have to worry about it being seen all too much. But unfortunately I am out of that at this time, so oh well. I'll use some of this art glitter glue, and it is probably one of my second favorite glues that is out on the market. So anyways, we're gonna glue this all together. And then we'll put some foam tape. No, we won't use foam tape on this one because it's really hard to hide the foam tape and get it where you want it. And I'm having difficulty talking and gluing down. So I'm going to finish this and we'll move on. Okay, I pretty much have everything where I want it. So I'm going to use some foam adhesive to pop up these hexagons and get them all ready to go on and popped up and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to add some of this foam tape, and then we'll address what to do with that Happy Birthday in just a moment. Okay, now that I've gotten all the hexagons glued down, or foam taped I should say, I'm going to use some more of this liquid adhesive to glue down the Love You part. If I can get my glue to start up again. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to clean the tip. Hold on and we'll get that glued down. Alright, last I've put foam adhesive on the back of the Happy Birthday and have pulled off the backing paper. So now that's just going to go across here like so. Cool, excellent. All right, now time to go ahead and put this onto a card base. My card base today is Nina Solar White 110 pound cardstock. If you've been with me long enough, you know that this is the one that I use pretty much exclusively because of how well it works for cards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my adhesive dot runner and I'm just gonna put a line of adhesive all the way around the edge, making sure that I get as close to the edge as possible without going over, so that way it glues down nicely. And then we'll put our panel onto our card base. Alright guys, here's today's finished card, and I think my recipient's really gonna love it. You just never know when inspiration is going to strike, and make sure that you're listening to it whenever it does. I just kind of threw those out on my desk and it ended up that's what chose me today, I guess, in a way. So make sure that you're listening to those inspirational voices and let your art go free. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you like my video, and then hopefully YouTube will share it across YouTube land. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button, then click the bell notification icon if you'd like to receive free notifications from YouTube every time I go live or post a new video. You can also get social with me by checking out all of my social media links down in the description below. They include Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and more. Make sure to go check those out and get social with me. I hope everybody has a great day, and remember guys, normal's just a setting on the dryer. Bye!